Eclipse episode 41 after the big reveal that was in the last episode of our brother is evil. Well, now we get to see the backlash of all of that.
You battled Glee in order to stop his evil plans,
and we succeeded,
that
mostly.
Professor's twin, Wilford, was behind everything the whole time. He summoned a legendary Ultra Beast, and you blacked out.
Yeah, and now we're dealing with the fallout of that. The god is here, there is no god. Arceus, save us!
When you finally come to, you realize that you are on the floor of the local diner. With some
it was all just a dream. End credits.
Weirdmageddon, Lazy Susie, Mayor Terry.
Hey, the ones
Sandy,
we woke up.
And Frenda help you up.
We snapped them out of it earlier. In the gauntlet.
Finally awake. How are you feeling?
We made sure to stay quiet so you could get your rest.
We pulled
Thanks,
you out of the
I
Cypher
think.
Squad hideout when the Ultra Beast started its rampage.
That's
Luckily,
good.
Lazy Susie's is still in one piece, but the rest of Twin Falls isn't doing so well.
Go
Hadron,
figure.
Do you want to explain what's going on?
He leads you outside, and you are immediately greeted by a crimson sky.
Oh,
Everything
great.
is dark and chaotic.
You see, when Wilfred Pines brought that legendary Ultra Beast into our dimension, he
created Weirdmageddon.
Our dimension. He's been pulling in Ultra Beasts from all over, and they're destroying the region.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
Your friends and family are still under their mind control influences.
Ah, dang it!
Professor Pines, Moose, and Cordelia are out there heading up some of that destruction.
It's really not looking so good out there. Some of the townspeople already abandoned Twin...
But we couldn't do that. We knew we needed to stay and fight back.
And with my diner still intact, it's serving as a makeshift base for our ragtag group.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
My radio is even picking up distress calls from people in need around the region. Let me mark where they are coming from on your map.
Lazy
Thanks.
Susie taps a
Ooh,
bit
dang,
on her
even
phone,
the
and a
map
number of
seen better
icons
days.
appear.
And there's another way we can
There's
fight
a new
back.
ring.
I've been tinkering with some of those mind control collars that you took from the Cypher Squad base.
And you
I
combine
was able
them.
to get another 4 of these. I think I can make a device that would cancel out the ultra wormhole energy overtaking our dimension.
So we
But
turn it
the other
off,
ones
basically.
I know of are on your friends. I've tracked them to
Maybe
here.
seal them there
Weirdmageddon
permanently.
also taps on your phone and adds 4 more icons to your map.
Yay!
You look
More
over
boss
all
fights.
Of your options and think it best to save some of the people in need. A cluster of 5 people to the west seems like a good place to start. And lastly,
I appreciate the
before
extra
you go,
details of the cracks in the
Weirdmageddon
screen
upgrades
stuff. Makes
all
it
of
look
your
like there was actual
Pokeballs.
damage from all
now
this,
on,
you know?
Any Pokeball
You don't
throw
just
is now
fall down
able
at
to
full
catch
health.
Ultra
There
Beasts.
was
You
damage.
head out into this weird Armageddon going on. All of the existing Pokemon,
Yeah, the
like
weird
Violet,
Armageddon, legally distinct.
Shockatrees, and Tragikarp are quite panicked and hostile. But in addition
I'd
to
imagine
them,
so.
wild Ultra Beasts are roaming about, and you spot a Beholdrake and Vigilta off in the
Gah.
distance. When you reach the
So
shore
they're just
of the
waltzing
Western
around,
Lake,
probably.
a new Pokemon
It's a lovely day
scuttles out
outside.
and eyes you. Time for an evolution to the tiny little dragon type, Tendrip.
Just because we're in the
This
apocalypse
line
doesn't
is
mean
based off the
Pokemon can't
WoW,
evolve.
And while the first stage paid homage to the fact that it is sometimes depicted as a massive catfish, other depictions have it like more draconic with a Cthulhu-like face. So
People
this
like
middle
drawing
stage
dragons.
gets to
It's a
bridge
fact
that
of
gap.
life.
The
Nothing
two
wrong with it,
fins
it's just
that
people
was
like doing
dragging
it.
its body around with have now become elongated and strong enough for it to sprint about on dry land. We're also taking the 2 whiskers it had and multiplying them to get, something a little closer to that eldritch horror look.
Yeah.
Beyond that, it has some sharper
Looks borderline
shape language to
Vilgaxian.
communicate a more aggressive personality. And yeah, let's go ahead and learn all about Loudrill.
I'm
Whisker
betting this is the
Pokemon.
middle stage.
Standing on
It looks
2
like a middle
powerful
stage
fins,
Pokemon, you
this
know?
water type is now able to sprint across the land.
But if this is
to
a
chase
pseudo-legendary
prey,
of the region,
which
definitely
it
the
then
middle
drags
form.
back
It's a
into
fine
the
middle
water
form,
with
though.
its grasping whiskers. Hard plating has formed to protect their squishy bodies when out of the water. Loudrill are wild and untrusting, requiring a skilled trainer to befriend. The ability is Swift Swim, which boosts speed in the rain, and the hidden ability is Tangling Hair. It's
It's a nice little mon.
tendrils
Don't know if I
wiggle
died for the
about
party,
in
but
front
it's
display.
fine.
Now's your chance to
Out of
catch
all
one
the-
of these, or perhaps you have.
So I think it's after all
one
you see so
which
much
is
peak, it's just like,
already
yeah, it's probably gonna
evolved
be a
into
mid here or there.
speedy
But mid
hunters.
isn't bad. It's just
Hopping
fine.
into your Rotom Shift kayak and paddling out to the water,
Paddle,
you
paddle,
spot
paddle.
something massive circling you.
Oh,
Alrighty,
great.
time for the final stage to our Lusca line. This is
Already?
the Caribbean monster, which is a wonderful amalgamation of squid or octopus and shark. I went back and
Now, see,
forth
this is
on
what I'm
this
talking
final stage
about.
should really look like.
To
but
be
I
fair, it's a
like
final
the
form. Of course,
through
these look
line
the
that,
best.
Biologically,
You'd hope the
this
final
is
form
a
looks the best,
cephalopod
right?
That has gotten better and better at appearing like a shark.
Oh,
Getting a little creative with the physiology.
I like this idea.
splitting
It
mantle
doesn't
to
have
get the
insides. It
mouth,
has fake
and
insides.
tying the tentacles in a fun way. We get a pretty
This is fun. I
awesome
like this. I
shark
can see
body
something
plan.
similar happening
The
in
negative
nature,
space
sort of
in the
like
body
how
cavity is
butterflies have
pretty
eyes on their
unexpected,
wings,
and
so
the
they look
split
like the
lower
bigger
jaw still
creatures.
feels kind of messed up, which is good.
And king
The
snakes
colors
faking it
have
that they
that
look
classic
poisonous when they're
Pokemon
not.
shark yellow, and you
It's a
know
thing
that
in nature
we're
that
to
animals
continue our
animals are a
shark
bunch
pattern
of
with dark
fakers.
top colors. Okay, doke. Let's check out the most
See, there are
festive shark
scammers
ever.
even in
This
the
is
animal kingdom.
Leviathan, the false shark Pokemon.
I
Having
like this
mastered
thing a
its
lot. This
shark-like
is a really
appearance,
yeah.
this
The final
apex
form really
predator
turned me around
fears
this thing.
nothing in
I like
the
how Shiny
waxen
colors remind me
waters.
of Garchomp in a
Leviathan
way.
is able to uncoil its dorsal and pectoral fins in an instant to snare prey and drag them into its toothed maw. While ferocious, they are still very loyal to their trainers and make for an unconventional but speedy aquatic transportation.
Well, yeah.
The ability is contrary.
I'm a
which
squid.
makes
It's just like the
Japanese
squid
the
form in
opposite with
the
hidden
Shadow
ability being
Generations.
suture cups. It's pretty terrifying seeing
Move
its
around
tentacle
like that.
fins slicing through the waters towards you. A few powerful electric type attacks are luckily able to deter it, and you can.
If this thing was
on.
real, like actually
You
in the
come
Pokemon
across
world,
a
I'd be
group
fine with that
of
one. That would be
Blippi
like, okay, that's actually
who
pretty
all
cool.
look shaken by everything going on. Their
Pokemon
fear
has been
is
creating some
causing
cool
them to
new
all
designs
clump
lately.
together. And to your
There's some I'm not
surprise,
thrilled with, but
you
hey,
see
that's
them
every
begin to
Pokemon game. Just
evolve
like, yeah, that's
into
kind of
one
lame,
Pokemon.
but Nextmon's pretty
Yep,
cool.
we've got another one of those multiple Pokemon fusing together for an evolution. In
Eh,
this case,
but you got a
can
gimmick
do
that
this
works.
on your own if you have 6 Blippicle in your party at once. Now, while Blippicle was based on the Ningen, we're continuing into another icy aquatic monster, the Bloop. Now, the Bloop is a ridiculously powerful sound that was recorded underwater and often attributed to an undiscovered colossal creature.
And it's like
Now, in
3
reality,
SCPs.
it was the sound
There's a lot of
the
SCPs that were
frozen
based on the
ice shell
Bloop.
breaking apart. That's why we're maintaining the ice type, but also pulling in the normal
It's a
type
cool
so
little
it
piece
can
of history,
enjoy
just like
some
hearing
nice
that sound. It's like, what the frick could
sound-based
that be?
stab
We
moves.
still don't
The other
know.
influence that you may have noticed, especially with this weird spine on
Like,
top,
there's theories, of
are
course, we don't
siphonophores,
know.
or communal organisms like the Portuguese man-o-war. Yes, I know jellyfish and the man-o-war are not really related like that, but hey, it's Pokemon, so we're doing it here. Okay, let's
Sure.
check out Bloop,
It's fine.
the frozen sound Pokemon.
This is an interesting design
When
for
a group
Pokemon
of
with all the
Blippicles spend
tentacles
enough
and
time
the
together
glacier
and learn
design
to
and
act as one, they evolve into
very
this frozen type.
unique design. Looks
Its
like it could be
constituent
borderline
parts
Ultra Beast.
communicating with one another lets out massive amounts of sound, which can sometimes be picked up from across the Hoenn
It's
region.
interesting to take the idea that
While
the sound was a
Gargantuan,
bunch of the
it is
mons
still
at
just as
once.
friendly
That's
as
a cool
ever,
idea.
which sometimes
Pun
leads
unintended.
to their trainers getting a little squished.
Oops.
Its ability is Icy Body, so that means it gains HP in the snow weather, and its alternate abilities are Snow Cloak and Slush Rush. It waves at you with a
Don't know if
smile,
I'd have that in my
feeling
party,
much
but I do
safer
like
in
the
this
idea and where it
massive
comes
form.
from.
You wave back and continue
It's not
on,
bad, just
wondering what could
eh.
put it on edge in the area. You get to the far side of the lake.
But again, Pokemon
and
has
you
a lot of
hear
great
shouts
designs.
coming
It's
from
okay that
a
there's a
cave
man one
nearby.
once in a while.
The citizens of Twin Falls must have
Besides,
taken
better
shelter
man than
in here,
outright bad,
but
right?
something massive has tracked them and is blocking your way. A legendary Ultra Beast turns to face
Oh,
you.
come on.
Alrighty, with the Ultra Wormhole open,
I can
there
turn to a
are
Parasol
4
or a
legendary
kayak.
level Ultra Beasts on
You
the
get that?
list.
I have not put
We're
that
going
song
with
stuck
a
into your
very
head. You're
loose
welcome.
Interpretation of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. The first we're seeing is War. Now, I knew I wanted at least one design in this region to be based off of something from
So you turn it
the
into a
US
Viking
state where
ship.
I live. Now, I'm not originally from Minnesota. And in fact, I have lived in a lot of places before settling down here, but I
This
honestly
reminds me of a line
I
from
love
the
Minnesota.
Pokemon
It's
movie
great.
1.
I wanted a fun nod to it.
I didn't know there were still
One of
Vikings
the
out there. They
silliest
mostly
bits
live in
of
Minnesota.
folklore Are the Kensington Runes.
It's a cute joke.
This is a stone tablet which supposedly shows that Vikings were in the Americas like ridiculously early. It's of course,
And they
a
didn't
little
do
worse,
anything here, so
but
who
it's still
cares?
fun. We're combining.
It's like it's a
that
fun alternate history, like one of the
with
Viking
our
stays and
local
conquered, but it's
stadium,
also like,
which is
well, they
an
didn't, so shut
abstracted
up.
Take on a Viking ship. Smush all of that together.
I got
and
here
get
first, and what did you
pretty
do here?
formidable
Nothing, but I got here
creatures.
first.
All
Woot.
right, let's go ahead and meet Kinvidax, the warrior Pokemon.
This is a nice design. It looks boat-like, while not being solely boat-like. It looks like it could actually step on me. Like, this is an actual...
To challenge anything
This is a really cool
unfortunate
design.
enough
I
to
don't
get
really
its
have much else
attention.
to say about it. Just
In its home dimension,
yikes.
Kinvidax rules by fear alone. The local denizens
The
dump
anchors,
food
you got
and
anchors for
treasure
axes
into
slash
the water
feet.
where it resides, in hopes of lengthening its slumber and delaying its next destructive visit. The
Yeah.
ability is something new called Dredge, so that means it will pick up any single-use items that have been used by other Pokemon during the duration of the battle.
Oh, great. So if you're
And
using like a
its ability
citrus
is
berry,
Beast
it's going to use the citrus berry.
It swings its heavy arms at you, and you are forced to dodge out of the way as it smashes into the cave wall. You know that you have to act fast before this Ultra Beast collapses the whole cave. It is incredibly powerful, but you manage to weaken it, and with your upgraded Pokeballs, you even have a slim
Go!
chance to catch
Ultra Ball!
With it gone, the 5 identical members of
Of
many instances rush out to thank you.
Hey, yo, you did it!
Hey, just showing off all his designs. It shows that they are different
Mad
people.
fresh Pokemon battling, dog. I was straight up ready for death up in here. We'll head back to Lazy Susie's diner, dog. Thanks again.
The hip young men run off, and you...
How do you do,
track down
fellow
the next
kids?
icon.
This is kind of cool,
But
though.
we'll
If
pick
you're
up
going
from
to
there
face
in the
off
next
against the
episode.
leaders, you're going to have to
Be
deal
sure
with
to
that.
leave a
Meanwhile,
like,
if you face
comment,
off
and
against,
subscribe
you
if
rather
you are
go and
enjoying
save
the
people,
series.
you're facing an
There's a
Ultra
new
Beast
puzzle
boss.
added to the Discord
Make sure
server,
there's
so
always
check
a
out the
threat
video
level out there.
description
You're
for
like this, like
details
one where it's
on
like,
how
hey,
to
you're getting off this
join
one
all
easy.
of
No,
the
you're not.
fun if you
Pick
haven't
your
done so
poison.
already. I have to thank.
Of course, like,
our
it's one of those, it's like,
amazing
you could
Patreon
save people and
supporters.
probably get some more
You
reserves
are
for the
all so
saving the
cool,
day,
but in
I
particular,
imagine.
I have to shout
Or
out
you could
Angel,
just go right for the
Cyberlord,
bosses,
and
because I imagine
Mason.
they have to give you something to
They
do
are
just besides
all
helping
legendary
people. I
Ultra
mean,
Beasts as
there's a
far
problem
as
with
I'm
that, but the
concerned.
thing be like,
Alright,
save people.
I will catch you in the
Well,
next
base.
one. Later, nerds.
Of course, the motivation should be like, you should save people because it's the right thing to do, but sometimes in games, especially nowadays, it's like, if you do this bonus thing, you get a bonus thing out of it. Sort of like how, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You don't have to get the 4 Guardian Beasts, but if you do, it immediately cuts off half of Ganon's health in the final boss fight. So that's a good motivation to go and do those final 4 boss fights. Plus, if the game is just, I load up, I go fight Ganon, it's not a very long game and not as fun. At least going off and finding the beast, it's like, okay, I have something to do here. You know? The Knock can just sort of like, you know, it's not a problem if you just want to go in and fight Ganon. There is something funny about Link alone with a couple sticks in his underwear going up to fight the King of Darkness and winning. But, you know, just add, if you want to have that little extra handicap, that's the thing too. Because I imagine in the final fight, it's like, yeah, you could face Bill Cipher all by yourself. If you just go for those ones, maybe you get those friends along the way. Well, maybe it's a raid battle where you have some more help. I'm just theorizing. As long as we don't have that one asshole with his Lunatone, or was it Solrock? Either way, you know, that one asshole who does nothing but spam the same move over and over again, Cosmic Power, will be fine. I heard they fixed that in ZA where they don't have that one asshole in Scarlet and Violet, which thank God. They made the mistake once, they learned from it, they corrected it. That's what we want. None of that one asshole. Oi. Got a lot of good memes out of it, though. Alright. But yeah, a couple more mid designs, but again, there's no bad ones outright. Just one to be like, it doesn't rock. It's fine. It's not bad. It's just fine. But a lot of really cool ones, especially the shark one. Like I've said, Pokemon has some really cool designs for Pokemon. They're not all bad. Like, I love the Gen 3, not Gen 3. I love the Gen 9 starters, and they're all their forms. The ZA has some new Mega Evolutions. Some of them don't rock with me, but, you know, not everyone could be Mega Lucario or Mega Blaziken. There's gonna be some where it's like, it's kinda lame. But they're just getting back into megas after taking a break for so long, so I guess it's fine. Just a shame. Whatever. Maybe some upgrades. I kind of would have preferred if it just went for, I wouldn't mind some regional variants in that regard, but I guess like, oh, you want Mega Evolutions. We want Mega Evolutions. Okay, here's Mega Evolutions. Where's my regional variants? Some people are never happy. True. But, yeah, I don't know. But, anyway, as for the episode itself, good one. We got saved and dragged off here to the diner where the world is collapsing, but at least we got our full HP. Now we have to go and save people and possibly go and stop our friends who have now been mind controlled, and now they're the mind controlled, and we're teamed up with the ones that were previously mind controlled, and now have to go and stop them so they can get the things to make our own little device thing, and hopefully seal up this demon once and for all and cut him off from access. I'm wondering how the finale is going to go, because I know how they stopped Bill Cipher in Gravity Falls. I don't know how they're going to do it here. Maybe they just sealed away once and for all, or maybe they're like, well, do I want to give spoilers to a 10-year-old show? I don't know. Anyway, if you know how it went. So I think they might be doing something like that, but with the evil uncle this time, Wilford. Maybe that's something we could go with it. I guess time will tell that tale. But right now, I'm just really interested in where the story is going. It's like we've hit the climax part of the game, where it's like, okay, it just feel like we're getting a little repetitive with getting the things over and over again, but we're in the climax of the story, so as long as we're getting a new setting with it constantly, that's not so bad. Because, like, Sonic Frontiers, go get the Chaos Emeralds 3 times. But we're getting new stages every single time, so it's not like it's just go do the thing. You are getting some new out of it. There is some new to this coat of paint. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what comes next, and I'm looking forward to see what happens next time. So, they got me fully psyched for the next episode. I'm looking forward to that when I check it out next time. But until that time, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Go check out Fruitbeat's channel in the description below. Link to channel. He does all this great stuff. And of course, don't wait for me, as I always say. Just go see it for yourself, and then you can come back to me later when I check it out like 8 years later. We're getting close to the finale, though, because this is supposed to be 50 episodes. I imagine there's going to be some DLC, he's at episode 48 out of 50. So unless he does like some last minute, like, ooh, I actually need a 51st episode, which no problem with. But yeah, we're getting close to 50, so we're getting close to the end soon. Again, there's probably going to be some DLC along the way. We do have those bonus house thingies where that one guy who likes fusing with the Ultra Beasts hangs out. I wonder who's going to fuse with them. Oh god, that Viking of War thing. That's a cool inspiration, too, going with the Viking aspect of it. Just like, they were on America first. Yeah, we didn't do anything with it. Well, there was something in America. Yeah, well, shit, that's not your problem. Who cares? You don't get credit for being first. That's like giving credit to the commentary just types first in the comment section. It's like, oh boy, congratulations. Here's your cookie. Also, another interesting detail is that Fruby called it one of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse, or at least that's what's inspired by, that's very Pokemon philosopher of you, Fruby. I'm not saying rip off or anything like that. Horseman of the Apocalypse is a very generic idea, but it's like, it's interesting how this is the second time I've seen a Pokemon series take the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse for their Ultra Beast final bosses. What are the odds, right? If I had a nickel, and I'm not going to do the whole thing, but just funny how I've seen that twice. It's a very good thing to go with if you need 4 bosses. There you go, 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Very easy, especially very fitting in the, Apocalypse. Just funny how we ran into that twice. But yeah, the Viking had a really cool design, like on the axis for anchor arms and all that, especially the shark thing that was a fake, that was the octopus. It was really cool designs. I'm looking forward to see what comes next. But until that time, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See all of you next time. Later.